Well, as you can see in the last video, I broke my Nero when it jumped. Didn't really crash it or anything, but I had the same problem on the other side just last week actually. So we have broken an A-arm right here, and it broke in the same spot as the other one did. It's split right where the caster block screws into it. So we're going to replace it. And I did this to the other side, and luckily it came with two, so I have another one right here, brand new. So we're going to go ahead and stick it on there. The thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the front bumper. In this case, I have a T-bone racing bumper, and it's pretty much exactly the same as a stock bumper. Okay, once you get these screws out, the bumper comes off. Set that aside. Next, we're going to have to take this, off. This front bumper, this piece kind of pulls out after you get the bumper off. But there's two screws in here that you're going to want to take this off with. Sometimes it could be hard to get them out, so I just take a pair of pliers and I pull it out. Okay, now that comes off. Now you can get to this. This piece comes out, if I can remember how. Let's see here. Yeah, this also pulls off when you take the bumper off. And then this piece comes off when you take these two screws off here. So there's two additional screws in the front there. Okay, that's off. We can now put this. I don't take this all the way off. All I do is I just push it up out of the way. It's very bendable. Now we can get to the front bulkhead. Next, we're going to have to take off these 4 screws, and then there's a little one in here, so we can pull this cover off and pull the pins out. These pins are already exposed, so you can go ahead and pull them out, but I would wait until you get the top ones, because that's all you really need. If you're replacing the bottom one, you take out the bottom ones. Replacing the top one, like we are here, you take out the top one. Okay, now we have all the screws out of here. This cover pops off. Sometimes it can be kind of hard to get, so I take a pair of pliers and I pull it off. Like I said, sometimes they can be difficult. There we go. And now you can see we have access to the top pins. Take a pair of pliers and pull the top pin out. Now this will release the A-arm. You also have to take this off too to get the A-arm out of the way of the rocker arm. See if I can get this out here without pinching my fingers. There we go. That is the pin. And now as you can see, the A-arm is now loose. But we have to get it out of there, so we have to take this screw off to get to the A-arm completely off. Okay, it's out. Set that aside, and the A-arm is now off. There it is, the broken piece. Now you can go ahead and slap your new one in. Also, I should mention that there are some spacers that go in that pin. These little spacers here go on the back side of the pin in here. So don't forget those when you're putting the pin back in for your A-arm. As you can see, my pin is back in the truck. Here's those spacers I was talking about. These right here, there's 3 of them. 3 right there. And that keeps the A-arm from moving back and forth when the truck's moving. And it keeps the clearance really tight in there. There's also one supposed to be right here when you put the arm back in, but it's gone. But if it does happen to be gone like mine is, it probably fell off whenever it broke. You can just leave a little space in there. That's what I've done on the other side, and it won't hurt you. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to screw the caster block back into the A-arm. And it's pretty simple. We just screw it back in like this. Try to get the thread in. Sometimes it could be difficult. And it looks like it might be threading. Maybe not. There she goes. And as I said before, there should be a little spacer, but if you've lost it, just leave a tiny bit of space. There's a spacer right here you can use for reference. But that'll keep your alignment correct. It can be kind of difficult to screw in. Try to keep it straight. Okay, we're almost there. Again, it gets hard when it gets to the end. Okay. There we are. Right there. Okay, as you can see, I've left a little tiny bit of space in between there where that spacer should have been. But again, I have no idea where it went. It's probably out in the yard somewhere. But the space looks to be about the same to me. And that is how you replace the A-arm. And we'll finish up putting the truck back together. Okay, we got it fixed. Let's see if it works. Here we go. Usually work good.